Join us on this Tea Time Chat where we share our authentic perspectives on all things spiritual.
It's real, it's raw, it's unfiltered.
A quick note before we begin. The views shared in this podcast are our personal perspectives and are intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. This podcast is not medical, psychological, legal, or financial advice. Please use your own discernment and consult a qualified professional where appropriate.
What if the history you were taught about humanity is only part of the story? What if we were seeded, guided, and influenced by beings from the stars?
Love it.
Welcome to Storytime 2.0. Building on last week's episode,
Yes.
we're going to have some fun today. We are
are.
bringing in the galactic divine light beings. So,
Yes.
I'll let Concetta set our intentions, and then we're going to go
We're
into
gonna
story time.
Dive in. You're coming along on the ride.
Yeah. On the spaceship.
On the spaceship.
ride.
Awesome. All right. So we're just gonna ground into our energy right now. And I'd like to just call in all of our beautiful spirit teams, our galactics, our cosmic beings, star families, loved ones on the other side. We ask that you be present with us today. Surround us, assist us, and support us on this beautiful podcast today of telling history, truth, and of course, always from the highest place of love and light. And so it is.
Okay, Concetta.
Awesome.
Storytime 2.0. Ready.
Well, beautiful people. Last episode, we did a little gentle introduction to the Galactics. So we talked about the ancient civilizations, the ancient technologies, talked about Tartaria and the connection to the Galactics. And today we're just going to dive a little bit deeper. Now, we're feeling really called right now to share this because it's time. And the story that I'm going to talk about today is really just a little bit of history about our ancestors. Now, I'd like to just again start off by saying if you resonate with this, always use your discernment, but if you resonate, you will feel it. It's like a remembering of this information that I'm sharing. And if this doesn't resonate and if it sounds completely, woo-woo to you, then please just, skip, move on. But if you're here, then there's obviously some type of connection and yeah. So let's just talk about the history. So what I want to touch upon today is like how humanity was really created. Like, where do we really come from? And I know we've all been taught through our education systems that, we came from the apes, that we evolved from the ape and we have evolved into these most intelligent species called humans. But that's one side of the story. And is it really true? Well, that's up to you.
Well, don't they say we only use like 10% of our brain?
We do.
I wouldn't say we're the most intelligent.
We're not.
We're good.
We're
good,
not.
but we're not the most.
We're not the most intelligent species. And I always like to say, just in speaking with people sometimes who really question and always questioning is important, but we are not the most intelligent species in this universe. And so I'm going to just share a little bit of our history, basically how the ET's involvement, the Galactics, have assisted us into where we are today and where we're moving forward. So, um, what I want to do before we start, though, is well, actually, no. Let's go into our galactic history. So, you know, Star Wars and
Mhm.
Star Trek, those
Yeah,
shows, those
like
movies.
space kind of shows.
So they call it sci-fi, but it's actually real. They tell a lot of our history and a lot of truth in those movies.
Mm.
And people that resonated or were attracted to those movies, there was a deep resonance that brought them to that. And I
I
remember
mean, why?
watching
Like,
those.
how many people? There are
Oh,
so many people.
lots of
Wonder
people.
why. Like, I'm just thinking Harry Potter too.
Yeah,
Wonder why.
magic,
And could it be
exactly.
a remembrance within our
Rememberings,
soul of something we're
exactly.
capable of?
Exactly. And remembering, like, let's use that word
Yeah.
today
Mm.
because I think that's really what it's about. It's remembering. Um so we there's been so much knowledge that has been hidden from us, from our consciousness, from our awareness, and for a reason. But going back to the galactic. So you know how here on planet Earth we have wars, and we've always seen these wars play out. Well, in the universe, galaxy, the galactic realms, there has been galactic wars. And these galactic wars have been happening for millennia. You see, like, they've been around long before humans have. And there was one specific war, the Orion Wars, that was very, very important to our history because the Orions, the ETs, the Orions, were the ones that instigated a lot of the wars
Mm.
between all of the other ET civilizations. And basically, it was always a conflict between the different galactic civilizations, dimensions, and densities. And this is in a galactic level, okay?
Mm.
Higher dimensions, higher frequencies. Now, planet Earth was a really important factor in all of this because Earth was really sought after by the ETs, by the extraterrestrials. I like to call them our intergalactic beings because
Mhm.
they really are part of our family, but
Mhm.
most people know them as extraterrestrials or ETs, so we can use that as to describe it. And like Earth had a lot of resources that these galactics really wanted and needed. Resources such as metals, gold, just resources that they would come and then take to their planets and utilize because, well, Earth is part of this galactic system. So we're connected to everything, right?
Mhm.
But pretty special because Earth had so many things that was sought after by many, many different civilizations. And also understanding that galactics are of a very high consciousness level. And in these wars that they had was also based on frequency and consciousness. Every civilization is based on different levels of consciousness and frequencies, right? So I want to just talk about how our this is just a really basic understanding of there has always been ETs. They've always been here on Earth, around Earth, surrounding Earth,
Visiting.
visiting Earth. It's nothing new. I know it's been recent that we've been hearing about sightings, and I will explain all of that near the end and why we're starting to see more of them, but they have always been here. It's just unfortunately through fear programming that we as humans have been, they've placed a veil over our memory to forget this part of our history. And for a very good reason, because when you understand the connection to our galactic ancestors, it actually opens up a much higher consciousness, awareness, and abilities that we all actually have that has been shut down because, well, they didn't want us to be powerful. They didn't want us to know that we have healing powers, that we can do all of these amazing things, that we have even inner technologies that can do amazing things such as levitation, telepathy, and
Healing ourselves.
I mean, it's amazing, and I know it does. It sounds very sci-fi, but this is actually real. And this is what's amazing about us talking about this is because we are as a collective ready to learn and hear about this. This is a part of our history.
And
So,
just to give an example, I think it was episode 11 that we went into that I channeled the Galactics came through.
oh yes.
And
Yes.
afterwards, when we were doing our own connection to them, they explained that they were of 11D.
Yeah,
So, like,
11th dimension.
we're like at 5.
Yeah,
Right.
4 or 5.
So you can see how much, and that would explain why afterwards we were both like not feeling well
Oh, yeah, we
and
really
needed
felt
to
it.
like really take like
We needed to
we
ground
needed to
after
take a
that.
breath and just like
Yes.
really like let our bodies like heal through
Yeah.
or regulate, I guess, through
Yes.
what frequencies they were
Well, yeah,
helping
because
us with, I
our
guess.
bodies are not capable of holding such high frequencies. So like when you start to tap into those,
Yeah,
if your body's not ready for it, it can
Yeah.
it can actually like
jarring.
yeah, like your circuitry can get
Yeah,
fried,
yeah.
which is why it's important to ground and
Yeah.
heal
Like,
and
we
raise your
really did have to take
frequency.
a step there and
We
just
did.
woo,
That was
step
that
back.
was pretty wild.
So just to sorry, as a
Mhm.
and to show that you get to 5D where we can kind of like telepathically communicate and have different like gifts. They're at 11D, so you can just
Yeah.
imagine
Yes.
what their capabilities are.
Exactly. It's pretty amazing, but
Well, just these ones. Sorry, the Andromeda ones that we
yes.
were connecting with.
Yes. And I'm going to go over some of the more common galactic civilizations in just a moment, but like what I wanted to touch upon is, and this is nothing to do with fear. We speak of this from love and from learning. But because society has been so indoctrinated with fear programming, like everything that they have done through movies, media, TV, stories, it was always putting extraterrestrials in a very negative,
Fearful.
fearful way of seeing them.
It was
And
them projecting an image that they wanted us to believe.
exactly. And if
I
we
just
fear
heard that.
something,
Yeah.
right, we are making ourselves small. We're saying I'm this small and I'm disconnected from that, right? Which is which is what they've done here on planet Earth. Those that have been in charge of ruling and running this earth has put out this programming for for a long time, but that's slowly changing. But the fear mongering around ETs, yeah, like I said, it came through media, religion, societal narratives, through movies, and the fear keeps us energetically low and prevents our own conscious evolution. So fear is what has kept us small,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, because it's a lower vibration,
Exactly.
right? Like we talked about in episode 7. How are you? If you're in fear, you can't be in the higher frequencies, and if you're not you can't get into the higher frequencies. Like, I mean, they're 11D frequency. If you can't even get to the higher ones on this earthly plane, how are you gonna connect to them at all?
Yeah, and some of them are as high as 2060.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know
right?
how. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So basically, humanity's been under a collective amnesia.
Yeah,
We really
keep
have.
them in fear because they are blocked. They block
Exactly.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. And because we've been in this amnesia, we forgot about
Mm.
these technologies, which we
Mm.
talked about.
Mhm.
We basically got disconnected from lost civilizations. We weren't taught anything. All the suppressed knowledge, everything that we are supposed to remember and learn and know has been disconnected from us. So they turned something that was a part of us into that's sci-fi, or that's scary, or that's, we see it in movies, and it's been distorted. Okay, a lot of our history has been distorted and inverted.
You know what I just heard is like, you think that they just come up with the idea of aliens?
I know, right?
I mean, they're just like, I'm totally connected to them right now, and they're just laughing. They're like, do you think that they just came up with that? Or do you think that they were showing you what was true and then putting some
Right.
fear onto that so that you would?
Well, think about it.
So
What do
funny.
they show on some of those episodes or the movies? Like holographic healing beds,
Yeah.
energetic weapons. I mean, like, you have to
Yeah.
ask yourself, like, people don't just think of those things.
Yeah.
That is of a higher technology, higher consciousness that was
Yeah.
seeded into the human to create those films.
Or the people who knew about it
Yes.
and are like, well, we have to like explain, like how you say they have to show us.
They have to show us.
So they're showing us in a uh, sci-fi fiction, right?
Right.
Way quotations. But like, I'm just laughing because like they're like, do you think they thought that? They thought of it?
Right.
No, it's because they knew.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's funny.
And it's so funny, right? And like, so I want to relate the galactics to spiritual healing work because they are
Mm,
connected,
yes.
right? So we talk about spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is about coming back to your awareness, remembering your consciousness. That's all what we're going through collectively, globally right now, but also
Mm,
everybody's going through it individually on their own level of consciousness, right?
yes.
And how we raise our frequency through healing,
Yep. The shedding the
the
layers of the
shedding of the
onion, the dark
layers,
nights of the soul, every shed
exactly, going
to
through all of
find,
that.
to go to our blueprint of who we are
Exactly.
truly.
And what does that do? That raises our
Yep.
frequency. And when we raise our frequency, that allows us access to our remembering,
Mm-hmm.
our memories,
Mm.
and our truth,
Our gifts.
our gifts, and alignment.
Yep.
So
Oh,
that's the connection that I wanted to make. Now, why is that important? Because collectively during the spiritual awakening, we're going through an evolution of consciousness. We are shifting from 3D
yeah. Yep.
to 5D,
From fear.
from fear to love,
Yep.
from lower density to
Mm.
higher density. And why is this important? Because as we shift into higher frequencies, we are going to come into meeting these higher beings that are at a much higher level. And so, like, as we come up, we begin to remember, awaken, connect, align, and we
Mm.
start to connect back to our ancestors, our history, like the truth of who we are and where we came from. Right?
Yeah, because um, well, you'll probably get to it. Like they seeded the.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so like this whole collective shift in consciousness is shifting our awareness and our consciousness to allow truth to surface. And what's
Mm.
happening right now? We have disclosures that are happening. How many people are starting to see more spaceships or UFOs or
And
UAPs or comets or
meteor.
meteors, like whatever,
Oh,
right?
we should tell the story. Okay.
We will, yeah.
We will. Oh yeah, such a good story.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, you know what? Let's talk about it right now.
Oh, it's such a good story.
Talk about like powerful. So just when we recorded our last episode, which was touching upon galactics and ancient civilizations, we were at a really high frequency that
Yeah.
night.
So this was like we pre-recorded. So this
Yes.
was like
this was a month ago,
Yeah.
but we pre-record our episodes,
Yeah.
right? But so that episode, it was late at night. It was like about 9:30, quarter to 10, and we just turned off the record button. And as soon as we pressed stop, we heard this massive boom and the house shook. And I thought, "Oh my god, like what was that?" It was really like jarring, like I felt it in my body. And
But
I'm
not
like,
like an earthquake. It
no,
was different.
if I said to myself, it felt like
Vibration.
a cosmic boom, like something
Yeah.
that like shook sound, like frequency. Anyways, I didn't know what it was. We were like, we were wrapping up. I was tired. I was packing up.
But we had that was the whole day we were connecting to the Galactic. That's the day I channeled the Galactics. That's the
Right.
day we recorded about the um ancients. Like that
Yes.
was like a galactic day. They were with us all day. It was
Very.
real. That was the day we had the 11D
Yes.
transmutation or whatever
Transmutation.
with ourselves.
Yeah.
Like that was that day.
Yes.
And at night we were done. We just
Ooh.
finished and we were like, and I remember saying to you, like, I think like I'm hearing them say that they're gonna start showing themselves and we need to help people understand the how to differentiate between, what is the true galactics and what are the
Exactly.
ones that maybe the powers that were at be um words
Yes.
will try and like manipulate people. And so I was like, we need to do more episodes
Uh-huh.
because the galactics were telling me we got to help people understand the variances and the differences. And so when they come and show themselves, which will
Mhm.
be soon, you are more equipped to connect and honor that
Yes.
connection. As we are finished saying this,
Yes.
literally within like
Like
seconds,
literally, it was
it was
like
like
stop recording,
boom.
and then it was like boom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh my god." Like
Yeah, we were
it
like,
was
what is that?
such a weird feeling. I've
Yeah.
never felt anything like that before, but it felt different. I'm like, that wasn't an earthquake.
No.
That wasn't lightning. That felt like a like something sonic, like frequency. Anyway, so I packed up my things and I got a little like unsettled just because
Yeah, you
we had
were
just
yeah.
come down from our,
Yeah.
and I was tired, and then this happened and I'm like, okay, that's really weird. As I got into the car, my daughter messaged me, "Mom, did you hear that noise?" And I'm like, "Actually, I did."
And she is like what, an hour away from where we
She's an
were.
hour north from
Yeah.
here. And then when I got home, my son messaged, "Did you guys see that flash in the sky?" And I'm like, "No." Long story
Oh my God,
short,
Lucy's
we heard that it was what was it, a
meteor,
meteor that had broken through
the sound
the
barrier.
sound barrier and went over the lower mainland and down to Washington. And I just knew, as soon as I heard that, I got full body shivers. I'm like, that was
Mhm.
galactic, and that was part of.
Basically, like we were on its path.
Yeah.
Like Washington is just over there,
Yeah.
and it came in from over there, and
Exactly.
it went like
Like literally, yes. It was so wow. I got so excited.
Like they're like,
Yeah.
hey guys, here's a little bit of
Yeah. And right after that one, there has been
there's
more
there's
and
been
more and
so
more of these.
many. That
So
was the first one.
what's exciting about this is the Galactics are starting to prepare us
Yeah.
energetically and also physically,
Mhm.
because as they're going to make more contact with us, we have to start acclimatizing to this frequency. So this is what this awakening is about as well. Plus, we have to do the work.
Well,
Plus,
yeah, because we have to elevate our frequencies, and the only way to do that is to
yes,
do the dark nights of the soul, release the old you to get, like you said, higher to get
raise
to
our
raise your
frequency.
frequency. So this is the whole, like, you can see how our episodes build on each other to get to this point. Like we're so excited, and we're like, like we can't contain
It
it,
is.
and I like so like freaking like I just do the work, people. Like, get yourself up there because it's gonna be fucking magical.
It
Like
is. I
I
know.
cannot
Our future is
wait. It's gonna be
so
so crazy.
exciting.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. But you got to get there. So
Yes. And we really just want to take the fear away from it
Yes.
because there's going to be
Mm.
a faction that is going to continue to try to keep
Mhm.
you in fear or manipulate what's happening
Yeah.
in a way that looks scary. But again,
I just heard holographs.
yes, well, Project Bluebeam is a technology that they have taken and they're using it for their benefit. And now when
Oh.
I say they, I mean the ones that have been controlling our world in a negative context, okay? And they're going to utilize this technology against us to make us
Mm.
fearful. They may plan some type of holographic experience.
That's what I'm hearing. But I mean, it's not gonna.
I don't
I
think
mean,
it's,
I love the beautiful people that have awakened.
yeah.
Like, are just calling it out. Like, you
Well, and
see
there's
it, they're
so
just
many
like
more.
calling things shit out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I fucking love it. You go, girl. You go, guy. Like, let's keep
Exactly. There's
calling
too
this
many
shit
of
out.
us right now.
It's you know what? It just is funny. The other day, I was, I heard that the dark is so like I call it the dark, whatever the powers that have been.
The deletes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that.
The deletes. No, they're not elites. They're
Fuck
deletes.
yeah, like watch it. Let's like stop giving them power. Fuck.
Exactly.
You're not welcome here. Thanks. Bye bye. We're taking our earth back. We're taking our
Power back.
taking our energy back. Okay, so yeah, like what I heard is that they're trying so hard to like uh instill fear that whatever they're doing is actually backfiring. Like it's
Exactly.
actually like giving us more awareness. Like
Yes.
it's kind of funny. It's like they try, but whatever they do doesn't it's okay. So for example, COVID, they try to fear monger, control the population, all this shit. But what happened is just millions of us woke up and we're like, fuck this shit. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, what this has been happening. So like it backfires. So
Yes.
and it's just getting because the beautiful energies are the great awakening, the Aquarius, like
The age
age
of
of Aquarius,
Yeah. The
everything
frequency's
the
risen.
frequency of Mother Earth has risen and is continuing to be beautiful light. The faster their negative shit is going to backfire.
Yes. And it
So,
is.
it's like they're going to try this hologram stuff, but
well, they may or may not. I think
well, yeah, I don't know.
we
That's
also
true.
are driving
Yeah,
these
this
timelines.
is very true.
Because
Yes.
the more people that are awakening,
Yeah.
the more that we're going to
like,
dictate like when
no.
these galactics are actually going to show themselves like
Yeah.
fully to us. But we have to be ready for that.
Yeah.
And it is happening. It's getting more and more and more.
Yeah.
But this is why it's important to like become comfortable speaking about it because there is going to come a day very, very, very soon
Yeah.
where galactic is going to be a word that's going to be used in a normal everyday conversation.
Yeah.
And it's no longer woo woo, it's no longer sci-fi, it is real and they're here already.
Yeah.
We just can't, well,
We
I
can't
should say
physically see them.
most people can't see them.
Yeah.
You know, it depends.
Like they're in this room right now. Like
they're-
they're right here.
They're always
they're
around.
right here.
They're like spirit. They're a consciousness,
Yes.
a frequency.
Yes.
Like some people can feel frequency, but you can't see it per se.
Yeah.
But it's a perception, a feeling, a knowing. This is tapping into our own gifts as well.
Yeah.
Our third eye, right? All of
Because
it.
I think like spirit, like if we talk about loved ones that have passed more recently, I think they're like a 7D is what I heard.
Mhm.
And so like we can't see 7D quite yet. Some people can, right? That have elevated their frequency to that. So here we have different galactics at different dimensions.
Different levels. Yeah.
So raise your frequency, raise your awareness. And I'm hoping one day I can see, like, I'm like looking there, I'm like, come on, show yourself.
Yes.
Sorry. They're like, we are.
And you
Yeah.
know,
raise your frequency, girl.
but many people have already been experiencing,
Love it.
witnessing actual UFOs, UAP, spaceships. Like people, documenting it for
Oh yeah.
decades, and they've been classified as crazy
Yeah.
conspiracy theorists. They've hidden
Hmm.
information. I mean,
So okay, the
you know,
ones, so are they haven't elevated their frequency, or is that where the galactics have brought their frequency down? Like how can we see those ones?
well, they can't bring their frequency down too much because it's too low for them,
Oh, okay.
but they can still, they utilize their ships to be seen and
Oh, they use the
frequencies.
energy.
They use
Okay. Their
frequency.
technology.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
technology, right?
To show what, so they're using technology almost like a hologram, but not a hologram.
Yes.
Technology to show us what they see, but we can't physically see, so they
Right.
have to use technology to show.
Well,
Kind of like an MRI,
yeah, yeah.
right? Like an MRI shows us what we can't physically see inside our
Exactly.
body. But with the MRI technology, we can physically
Mhm.
see what's in our body. They're telling me that's the technology uh, analogy that they're using to explain how those ships can be seen.
Exactly. And many of them
That's
are
so
light.
cool. I didn't
Many
know
of them
that.
are light ships.
Yes, because remember, I have been on one, and I was saying to, like, in a dream, not a dream. And I was telling Concetta, like, I was on the ship, but like it wasn't like this physical ship. It was
It's a light ship.
energetic,
Ship.
but yet I knew I was on a ship.
Because
Like
you were in that
that
dimension.
dimension where there's no like, it's not what
It's
we
not
can, it's not the
solid.
same.
It's
Yeah,
a different.
it is a
Yes.
ship,
Yes.
but it's not solid.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard
No,
to
it's true.
explain, but
It's true. And also, like, with people seeing all of these more and more
mhm.
is a confirmation
Confirmation, yeah.
that we as a collective are being
Yeah.
prepared and primed, and because our frequency's been rising, that we are going to be meeting our galactic ancestors in the very near
So
future.
freaking excited.
And it's all about remembering. And I just want to, I made a
Mhm.
note here: humanity remembering its multidimensional nature, because we are
Mhm.
multidimensional. We are not just body, we are soul, we are consciousness, we are higher.
Mm.
We have an aspect of ourselves in many
Yep.
different dimensions. In fact, you have an aspect on that ship that's still there.
Yeah.
I have an aspect on my galactic
You
family
kind of have
starship.
to open your mind to see that um yes, we are in this physical body, but it is an aspect of us driving this physical body ship. And then there's an aspect of us in like the spirit world, and there's an aspect, like there's an aspect of yourself, and oh my god, sorry. The, I just I that it winked.
Oh, wow.
The black serpent winked at
Oh,
me.
there you go. It's like, keep going,
Yeah,
girl. Keep
perfect.
going.
You're like, did I just see that?
Just a normal day. Just normal. It's like,
The
picture
black
winked.
serpent
The
just
plant
winked at me.
winked. I mean, tapping on my knee. I mean, like, it's just a normal day.
That was weird.
Well, there you go.
I freaking love this shit.
It's hilarious.
Okay. Oh, it's happy. Okay. I'm not
Oh,
quite sure. We'll have to look that up later.
we will. We
But
will.
anyway, sorry.
No, that's
Yes,
okay.
aspects of ourselves in different dimensions.
Yes.
It's
It's
true.
multidimensionality. It is
Yeah.
truth. It's truth. So,
Yeah.
and again, feel it. And like,
Yeah.
really feel this information. Now, I'm
Mhm.
not saying believe it.
No.
I'm saying feel it
Yeah.
and use your discernment, but
Mm.
go within, because
Yeah.
that truth is within you.
Yeah.
So, what I want to do is just to touch upon some of the more common galactic civilizations or extraterrestrials that you may or may not have heard. And we've heard some of these, they've even been talked about in movies, to be honest with you.
Mm.
But this is just to give you a really basic understanding of some of the main galactic races or civilizations. And yes, just like we have human races, they have galactic races. They live in different star systems, different parts of the galaxy, different dimensions.
Mhm.
So it's really no different than us here on the planet. We have different countries we live in, different races, different colors of skin. They're exactly the same as us, just at a
Mhm.
different level,
Mhm.
different
Yep.
frequency.
That's
So yeah, so let's start
wild.
off. The Orions, which again I talked about the Orion Galactic Wars. The Orions are a warrior race,
Mm.
and they were part of the lower density. So control oriented galactic factions. They were the ones that instigated a lot of the wars between the other galactic civilizations.
Mm.
They were in opposition of the higher vibrational races, such as the Palladians, the Lyrans, the Arcturians, and they also interfered with the human development.
Mm.
Okay. They used Earth as an energetic consciousness resource, worked with the
Mm.
Greys. Orions are linked to the fear based programming and suppression of human potential, which is the lower consciousness or evil or lack of love and light.
Isn't that interesting? Does that not remind you of what's going on right now in the Earth? On the
Exactly.
Earth with humans
What exactly? The ones that are instigating
siphoning
wars, siphoning
resources
energy, resources, I
at the
mean,
cost of human life.
exactly. Exactly. And we're going
Hmm.
to talk about the connection to those
Mhm.
peoples as well, because again, there is a connection.
Mhm.
Um, we have the Palladians. So many have
Mm.
heard of the Palladians.
I love them.
Yes, they're heart centered,
Mm.
high vibrational beings, closely resembling human appearance. So I think my gut tells me that some of the very first ones we're going to start to see
Oh,
are going to be the
yay!
Palladians. I
Yay!
really do believe
Oh my
it.
god, I love them so much.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I know that I have actually met galactic beings in person
Oh.
and recognized after that.
Oh, like in human form? Like in a
Yes,
human
yes. I've
body, I
met
guess?
people that I'm like, there is something very, very different. This person has a
Oh.
very amazing frequency. Just something about them that you can't quite put your finger on it. And it was only after I went, oh my gosh,
That's like when like I've had an experience like that where an angel came into a
yes.
human body and I was um like he said something and I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I turned like literally like turned around for like 15 seconds if that, more like
Yeah.
10 seconds. And then I was like, "Holy shit, this is an angel in a human body." And I turn around and he had disappeared.
Yeah.
And like I'm talking there is no way for this man to have disappeared in the 10
Yeah.
seconds. Like it was open space. I would have seen where he went.
Mhm. Yeah.
Disappeared. Like
Yeah.
so that's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
So
They
cool.
they have already been here walking among us
And
and
spreading their love and their
spreading their
light
love.
and their
And they are here
healing.
to help us because they
Yes.
bring in a frequency. They're helping us hold
Mm,
this frequency, this new frequency that's coming in,
yeah.
right? But the Palladians are one of the more common ones.
And they're blue, right? Like a
Believe
blue.
no, Palladians look more like us.
Oh,
They're
okay.
more human
Okay.
looking.
Okay.
They're more human looking, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then we have Arcturians.
Mm.
They are an advanced 5D plus civilization. So they can be 5D to 26D, depending, right?
Wow.
They're known for their technology and spiritual guidance.
Mm.
They are assisting Earth's planetary grid and assisting the current awakening and
Mm.
collective consciousness shift.
Wow.
They are defenders of higher dimensional law and the order in galactic conflicts.
Mm.
So, do you see how they're here to help us? They all have a part in this global awakening and
Just like we
assisting
all have a
us.
part.
Yeah, we do
Like
all
we're
have a
all
part.
working together for the greater good.
Exactly.
Ah, connections.
Then we have the Lyrans or Lyrians, it depends on
Mm.
how you pronounce it. Now, this race is known as the Elder Race.
Mm.
They're an ancient humanoid civilization with feline features. So they have cat
Mm.
qualities. And they're said to have been the first explorers and settlers in the galaxies and in seeding the planets, including Earth.
Yeah.
Now, during the Orion Wars, many of these beautiful Lyrians were taken as
Like I think
refugees.
7 times they've killed
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they had so much knowledge that they wanted to get rid of them, right?
Mhm.
Because the dark faction knew that these guys were here to help,
Yeah.
evolve humans.
And
Um,
heaven forbid that they take away the resources they were siphoning. So,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Now
That was sarcastic, by
yeah,
the way.
the Lyrians or Lyrans, they're known for architectural, musical, and
Mm.
energetic contributions to planetary development. So again,
Mm.
frequency,
Yeah.
sound healing,
And what we talked about in the last episode
right?
about the bells.
Exactly.
Mm.
Then we have the Syrians, and the Syrians are associated with the ancient Egypt and advanced technology. They are said to have fought in the galactic wars as well while helping Earth civilizations develop. They're connected to the water based
Mm.
civilizations and early seeding of human consciousness. And many people will know them as the connection to the Atlantis, the
Mm.
civilization of Atlantis, right?
Mhm.
Now we're going to go to one that's called the reptilians or the draconians or the Draco. Uh,
So this one, a lot of people will say like certain people in Hollywood, oh, they're like a reptile. I saw their eyes change and stuff. So explain that because
Yeah.
like
So, and
they're not
they're not
all.
all
Yeah.
bad. Like, and this is one thing. Yes, there are dark factions of reptilians and Dracos, but there is also the light factions. The reptilians are often portrayed as the lower density warrior civilizations connected to control,
Yeah.
conquest, and interference in Earth's history. Many of these have been placed in positions of power
Mm.
on planet Earth,
Well, there you go.
sometimes depicted as the opposing force in galactic conflicts. So, again, not all Dracos are negative, there are positive ones as well. But what Cynthia was alluding to is like Hollywood. Now, if you've been I don't know if if you've gone down that rabbit hole, but there's been a lot of, disclosures that are coming out of Hollywood connected to cloning and child trafficking and all of that darkness. Many of the people involved in Hollywood, not just Hollywood, our governments and
Mm.
controlling
Power,
factions,
people in power.
power,
Mm.
they are of these bloodlines of reptilian that go back to our galactic times.
Mm.
And they have been coming through this bloodline to be in control and in power. And this is how humanity has been enslaved
Yeah.
by these specific people, beings, not of love or light, that have
Mhm.
come in and somehow have made their ways in positions of power. So, I mean, there are, many, many rabbit holes that will disclose a lot of these truths, but there's so many of them and we just don't have time to go through them. But it's just letting you know that there's a connection with reptilians within our currently dying control
Mhm.
system that have been in power for so long, and they're no longer allowed. And so this is sort of why we're going through this
Yeah.
awakening right now, right?
I love that you said that they're no longer allowed.
They're no longer allowed
So like
because
you don't
they
have to
can't.
fear it.
Yeah,
Um that's how they control is through fear.
yeah,
And if
exactly.
you are in the light, like just like be like fuck off, like you can't touch me. Literally they can't touch you.
Yeah. It's you see, this is the thing. It's like learning to not fear
Yeah.
is the biggest. If there's one thing that you can learn from our thing today, our podcast is just
Mhm.
to understand that there's nothing to fear. because fear is just something that has caused you to shrink and disconnect yourself from remembering who you
And give
are.
up your sovereignty. And
Exactly.
so this is why episodes like 4 and the sovereignty one, 11, I think, or 12, like these are super important because you need to really have that inner trust
Mm-hmm.
and that inner faith in your and that strength of your sovereignty
Yeah.
to be able to um rise to the next level that we're going to,
Yes. Well,
like to
sovereignty.
discern
Yes.
what is the truth
Exactly.
and what is not. And
Exactly.
like only you can do that.
Exactly. Yeah. So always use your discernment.
Yeah.
Um, the next ones are the Andromedans. And these are higher dimensional benevolent beings focused on evolution and awakening. Seeded humanity. Oh, no, sorry, writing the wrong one. Evolution of an awakening, sometimes involved as mediators or allies in galactic disputes. So
Mhm.
I'm going to just share a little story. And again, do your research. Back in 1972, I believe, when Richard Nixon was president, I believe,
I don't know.
or
I don't know
the
US
president in the
presidents.
USA. I think it was before JFK. I think it was Nixon. Forgive me if I have it wrong. I think it was then. There was contact between our government and the Galactics. They Our governments have always been in contact with our galactics. There has
Mhm.
been a communication, and from what I understand, learned, is that there was supposed to be um, an evolution for us at that time, and the galactics, gifted the government at the time high technologies to share with humanity for our
Mm.
healing and evolution. And somewhere along the line, corruption and control got in the middle of it and ended up taking all of these um, high technology um, uh,
Devices? I just heard
devices
devices.
and technologies, and they hid them for themselves.
Mm.
And one of them is the med beds or
Mm.
celestial chambers that many people are now starting to learn about. Holographic healing beds. They're using
Mm.
frequencies to heal our bodies. There are
Mm.
approximately, and I may have shared this in the previous galactic episode, that there's about 6,000 suppressed technologies that have been kept from us, that have been gifted to us from our galactic
Mm.
families, and they have been hidden from us, because if we were allowed to use them and have them, we would already be a galactic civilization right now. But they didn't want that, and so this has been part of the continuing of the galactic wars brought down onto the planet.
Mm.
The wars against our consciousness and our evolution. They tried to stop us from evolving. But
Oh.
again, that's changing. Things are shifting. That's what this awakening is all
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
right? So there have been things that have, like, and again, like, you have to do your own research and check in with your discernment. I'm not telling you that this is your truth. This is what I've learned and understand, and I connect to my memory and remembering, from what I'm learning, right?
Mhm.
And came to realize for myself that's like, wow, it's pretty amazing stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we're almost done here. So let's talk about the Anunnakis, because the Anunnakis are actually a really big part of seeding
Mm.
our
Yes.
humans. And they were, again, an extraterrestrial race. They came from the planet that's also called Nibiru. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that. And they came here to extract our resources. And in the process of doing that, they decided that they needed to create humans to help them extract gold and metals
Oh.
and all of that. So they use their ancient technologies or technologies to use DNA to basically create the humans. They seeded humans many times. We, right now, are a hybrid of 23 different alien or ET races. We are
Oh.
not
I'm sorry.
purely human. We are a hybrid of
I just
multiple.
freaking heard 23andMe.
Gee, I wonder, is that a coincidence?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Right? But think about it. Why would they use that number?
Why that
Like,
number?
why that number?
Yeah.
23. Could have been 21,
Could have been, if they wanted to rhyme with me, could have done 33andMe.
right? But 23, because this just
Oh
goes
my
to
god, that's
show
so
you.
funny.
And why are they
And
setting
I'm
up all
sorry,
these DNA
Didn't they get
things?
sued for like
Breaching.
selling
Yeah,
DNA or something?
exactly. And
I'm
what
just
if
saying, I
Hey,
don't know.
that's another rabbit hole you want to go down?
That's crazy.
But the Anunnakis were truly the ones that seeded us as humans as we know it. And there's been many different forms of humans, giants, small, like they played around with our DNA to a point where eventually um we evolved to the race that we are now. But there's been an evolution of humanity through DNA hybridization.
Mm,
We did not evolve from apes. That
yeah.
is the story that they like to tell us. But
I don't know. For me, it doesn't make sense because if we evolved from apes, then why are there still apes?
exactly.
I don't know. Like, if we've all evolved,
Well,
then
and I think they tampered
why
with them too, though.
are the apes
Yeah.
that are here not evolved? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I
Lots
don't
of
know.
questions, and like there's probably more to that than we will ever know. But and I'm sure that they tampered with their DNA as well.
Mm,
But
Hmm.
like we as a hominid were created through DNA manipulation and hybridization,
mhm.
and these especially Anunnaki, were the ones that seeded that,
Mhm.
created that. So, um, and they're connected to the Sumerians. So if you go back in history and you learn about the Sumerians, that was the connection to them. They
Mm.
were a part of an ancient civilization, right?
Oh, there you
So,
go.
and then finally, um, there's a race called the Greys or the Zeta Reticulum. And these are your typical little short, gray skinned, big
Like
eyes
what you kind of
aliens.
see on movies.
Exactly, the ones that people are terrified of. And now these worked with the Orions. The Greys played a controversial role as scientists and geneticists, experimenting with
Mm.
cloning, consciousness transfer, hybridization, sometimes causing ethical conflicts and tensions among the star nations.
Mm.
So these guys took orders from the other ones, and they're the ones that I guess you would know as they're the ones that would abduct people. If you know if you believe that's true, that's great. If not, that's great too. But I mean, many people have reported of being abducted, memories of them blanking out, disappearing, and through the abductions is where they were taking pieces of our DNA for science, for experimenting, right? And
Mm.
now to them, the Greys are kind of like they're not really intentionally
Heart
bad.
centered.
They're not heart centered, but they were just following
Yeah,
orders.
they're like you know what I see is like minions. Like
Yes.
they're not. I also heard, like, I don't know any of this, but I also heard that they are trying to make up for the damages that they've caused in the past.
Well, they
Right
actually
now.
killed their own species off. So they're
Oh.
also so that's another reason why they're using our DNA, because they're hoping to restore and help
Mm.
that way. But they actually did, through their own unethical experimentations, they literally annihilated their whole race pretty much.
Ah.
So, you know
Okay.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So it kind of feels like I don't know. Like again, I feel like it's like the reptilians where there's like some ones that are trying to make up for
You
the
mean,
past
yeah,
with the
well,
Greys. Like it feels like the Greys are not as
they're not like,
malicious. I
no,
don't know.
I don't see them as malicious, but they were often, or prior would
Yeah,
do the dirty work, I
yeah.
guess.
But like now,
I don't think they're allowed to
I
anymore.
just heard they're
No.
kept in check.
Yes, because again,
Huh.
we're going through a shift, and
Mm,
those darker ETs
yeah.
are no longer allowed to interfere with our
Oh, okay.
evolution.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Do you have something
Interesting.
you want to share?
Well, I was just thinking, like, is that kind of what we're going through now? Is like, like killing off the reptilians by removing their power over us.
Yes.
So not
Yes.
like physically killing them, but killing their energy attachment to us
Yes.
or over us, I should say.
Well, yeah, they've been
That's kind of what it
harvesting.
feels like.
Yeah, the reptilians have been harvesting our energy through frequency, through fear, through shame, through
Hmm.
guilt, um, as well through other means.
Hmm.
But they're not allowed to anymore. And many of them have already been eradicated. If not all of them have already been eradicated from
Mm.
Earth. And it's cleanup time.
Ah, okay. I
That's
see.
that's from my understanding.
Mm.
Yeah. But just sharing the history, because we kind of have to know a little bit of
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Now there are hundreds of other races
Yeah.
that, it would just be too much. I mean, there's
Yeah.
ones that look like insects, there's one that, like, there's all kinds, but these are like the more common ones that, you would probably be more familiar with. So basically, yeah, we've talked about the galactic wars, the programming on humanity, the galactic shift. Um, and I mean, it's really just about, again, remembering that much of our history has been altered, hidden, suppressed, inverted. And we're just simply
Yeah.
we're shining a light on something that is coming back to be shown.
Mhm.
And I really, really love, because what's happening now is through our all of us spiritual awakening is these galactic disclosures are going to become more normal every day. We're going to be
Yeah.
hearing more and more, and it's already happening. I
Well,
mean,
yeah. I mean, look at all the meteors. Like, when's the last time you've heard of all these meteors like flying over?
but are they meteors? That's
Exactly.
the question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or are they our galactic saying, hey?
Yeah.
Or are they coming here to anchor in some frequencies,
Yeah.
or maybe helping to clean up
But
some,
like the fact that we're
right?
seeing it now is like a
Yes,
huge indication of what's opening up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which tells me that we're ready. Like,
Yes.
we are getting primed. We are ready.
Oh, I just heard a way that you can decipher, like if you're not quite sure, when you feel one around you or you see one, a way you can decipher is you can ask them, and they have to tell you the truth. So you can say, what is your race? Like, give me the name of your, what do you call it? The name of
Your
your
galactic,
species, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
And they have to tell you, and then you can say, well, step back. I'm going to do some research, and then you can like figure out, like, do the research and take time, and then you can either choose to work with them or not. But I just heard that by galactic law, they have to tell you their race, their species.
Well, I think,
And I think
yeah,
that's a wonderful way,
yeah.
if you're unsure, to say, step back, you tell me your race, and then give me a sec to.
Well, that goes for all, working with all spirit, because
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true. Yeah.
astral realm there
Hmm.
is light, and there's also dark spirits. So
Yeah.
anytime you're working with or
Yeah.
channeling or connecting with spirit, you have to ask,
Yeah.
are you of the love or light?
Yes. What are your
or
intentions?
what are your intentions?
Yes.
And you have the right to ask that
Yeah.
because you don't want to connect to just anything.
No. And you have the right to say, no, get out of my space. And they have to leave.
Yes,
Like these are universal galactic, like these are laws that even darkness has to follow.
absolutely. And like what I heard is you have to ask them 3 times with
Okay.
spirit. With
I mean,
spirit, with
d-
all
do it.
beings
Why not?
3 times. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Do it. Why not?
I don't know, but anyways, that's if
I
you
like it. Like, what is your race? What are your intentions? Are you of love and light? Are you of darkness?
yeah.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
and the thing is there's nothing to fear because let's just say they are of the darkness.
Yeah, what if they're like, okay, we're reptilian and our intentions are to siphon your energy and we
Right.
are, yes, of darkness.
Right. And
So what do you don't have to get scared and like you just be like,
yeah,
okay, fuck off. You're not welcome
I do
here.
not
I
consent.
do not consent. Leave.
Yeah. And they have to.
And they have
And
to
they
leave.
will.
Like they
And they
have
will.
to tell you the truth and they have to leave. And you have the power just in your words and your intentions to control the situation.
Yeah. Well, no different than in person. If somebody's coming in your space
Yes.
and they're wanting to come do you harm,
Yeah.
same thing. I do not consent. I do not allow
not
you.
consent.
And again, you are always responsible for yourself. And
Yep.
you can say to somebody or something or a being or an energy or whatever it
Anything.
is, no. And this is what we're trying to teach you. It's like whether it's physical, energetic, spirit, galactic, whatever it is,
Yeah.
yes, there are factions of light and factions of dark in anything. There has to be,
Yeah.
especially here on this planet Earth, but knowing that you have the power to choose who you connect with
And who you let in your space.
and who you let in your space.
Yeah.
Exactly. Again, no different than people.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
They can't touch you unless you let them.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
Good point there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Can I just talk about
Yes.
the ET movie?
Oh
Because,
yeah. Oh, I love that movie.
yeah. So the Galactics, when we were prepping for this episode, they came to me and told me some things that they wanted me to share. So I'm just going to share it. So they told me the ET movie is one of the few, if not only, movies that um, like depict ETs like as loving beings and not as like these ones that just want to, like, I don't know, like suck your blood. I don't know. I don't watch those other
Kill
movies.
humanity.
I don't
you know,
know.
all the
Whatever
fear-based
other like
ones.
fear
Yeah.
shit. So yeah. So they're like ET. There's a few things they wanted me to share from that movie that relate to why they are coming to the planet now and how they are coming to help humanity grow. So they said, so the boy in the movie is called Elliot, and he's the
Yeah.
one that kind of like helps save ET, which is the alien extraterrestrial. And in one scene, um, Elliot is looking through something and cuts his finger on a saw, and it's bleeding. And ET takes ET's finger, and his finger lights up at the tip, and he touches Elliot's bleeding finger, and it heals instantly. And they wanted to share that this power within the finger is the power that we have within our hands. As Concetta said, we are hybrids of these beautiful ETs. This is an example of what we have in our hands.
Yeah.
And they talk about Reiki,
Yeah.
using your hands, healing, helping healing energy come through. They're saying that your hands are portals.
Yes.
And in in the episode where he heals Elliot's finger, in the background, you hear the mom reading a book to Elliot's sister. And you hear her saying, people get well again if children believe in fairies. Do you believe? Clap your hands. And at that moment, he's healing. Clap your hands, Concetta. Clapping your hands. What does it do?
It activates
Activates the chakra.
your
It activates
portals,
the
your
portals.
chakras.
It cleanses energy.
Yep.
It disables the negative
Exactly.
energy. It
Yep.
shifts things. Clapping your hands
Exactly.
is the light switch
Yeah.
to turn on the portal.
And actually, just doing that,
You
can
can
you
feel
feel
it.
it? Like I can
Do
already
it,
feel the
clap.
buzzing.
Yeah,
in my
you feel
hands.
the vibration
Yeah.
start. And this is
And
it.
then if you want to play with it too,
Yeah, the ball.
the ball of energy, and you can actually, as you come closer, you can feel that resistance or heat. This is what, this is like what Reiki energy
Yeah.
is too. It's coming through your hands, and you can feel it when you're moving over a person's body, right?
And you can feel the heat
Yeah.
coming off your hands.
Yeah.
As soon as I did that, my hands are hot now. in the
Yeah,
middle.
both of them right now are
Yeah.
super hot.
So what they're saying is this is your power within you. This is the connection to the higher beings. This is how you can heal yourself.
Yeah.
You can heal others. This is your ET gift.
This is our
And
technology.
it was shown
Yeah.
in the movie ET by the finger.
Yeah.
So that is what they wanted you to understand, is the programming of fear was put into us to stop this knowing
Yeah.
of how powerful we are and how powerful our hands are when we can activate them. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, they wanted to explain how Elliot was not, like, he wasn't scared of ET. His love overcame the fear, and how he knew that he wasn't harmful. We have that within us. That inner knowing, that inner child knowing, that we have within us, and we need to remember that.
Yep.
Remember who you are.
Remember who you are. And most children they're already connected at a young age. They only become fearful through programming.
Yeah.
So again, you look to a child and you see that they are so connected through, they have an open heart. They're
Yeah.
creative, they're imaginative. They're naturally open to
Yes.
this world and to spirit.
Yes.
Right? I was as a child.
Yeah.
I remember that, and it was only later that I became fearful and shut things down, because that's just what happens.
You're
right?
programmed.
But what a great, and also, can I share, like,
Yeah.
that is also a great example of the love between a human and Galactic. Like, the relationship and the love between them is essentially the same thing with our star
I
family.
love
our
that.
Galactic.
And that brings me to the number 3 they wanted
Oh.
to explain,
Yes.
or for you to know. At the end of ET, everybody is like, I can't stop crying. I've
Yeah.
seen this a million times, and every time I cry, why are you crying?
Yep.
Why are you so connected to this ET that in all other movies and in this reality you're fearful of? But yet in this movie you are so loving. You have that loving connection to this being.
It's because it's a remembering.
Yeah.
It's a remembering.
You're
something
remembering
very, very
part of who
deep.
you are.
Yes.
Like,
That's
oh,
who we are.
yes. Like, literally sit and think about that. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like I do get so emotional. I love ET. Yet I'm scared in when I'm shown it over here. Well, that doesn't make sense.
What's
Right?
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah. It's
remember
just
who you are.
remembering who you are.
And finally, number 4, how do you connect with them? Well, at the end of the ET movie, ET lights his finger. Okay, so activate. And he says to Elliot, I will be right here, and points to Elliot's third eye.
That's where you connect.
That's your connection.
That's the portal.
Activate your energy and connect. That is your other portal.
Yep.
That's your portal to the connection.
Exactly.
And I will be right here. They are right here.
Yep.
So I just a little message from the Galactic.
I love that.
Maybe that can be your homework.
You know
Watch
what?
E.T.
I'm going to watch it. I
Yeah.
watched that movie
And, like,
so many times.
But
I
watch it with
loved
this episode in mind.
with this perspective.
With this
and
perspective,
see
yes.
what you get from seeing it with that lens now. Because I think every time you watch something from a different lens, you see more and more of the nuances in the movie, the different layers, and you're like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm going to watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm just reading my notes, and they did also say the third eye is connected to the pineal gland, and your pineal gland, as we know, is your antenna to communicate to the spirit world. Or like,
well, and science has also confirmed that our pineal gland is a piezoelectric antenna.
This is being
this
is science.
This is like real science.
Yeah.
So if
it's calcified, then you can't connect as clear.
And what have they done to calcify our pineal gland to disconnect us? Well, let's see. They've put fluoride in our water.
Oh, talk about that. I was just
And
washing my face this morning, and I was like, why does the water smell?
Oh.
The water smelled like chemicals.
Oh, interesting.
So,
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, they've been putting stuff in our water
for a long time, but I've
time.
never smelled it like that.
Interesting.
So, I mean, that's my unfiltered, like that's just the bathroom water, but interesting.
Very interesting.
Like, pay attention. Does
all
your water
of these
smell?
Things. Yeah. And our foods and drugs, medications.
Yeah.
So many things. But you can understand why they've put through so much fear and disconnecting us from our true history of who we really are. But we're coming back to that now.
And
so
that's what they said. They said, follow your heart, follow the love. You will know.
Yep. Absolutely. It's so beautiful.
Oh, I love the tea time truth bomb. And then we'll pull a card.
Yes.
And then we're done.
Exactly. Okay, so you are not just earthborn. You are cosmic.
Yes.
Your ancestors may have come from the stars. Your history may have been hidden. And your awakening is proof that the universe is reminding you of your true potential.
Yeah. Yay.
Love it.
Good times.
Yes.
Good times.
Awesome.
So, as I was preparing and the Galactics were chatting to me, they said to me, I want you to pull a card for the end for the collective, and get your, they said your Galactic card deck. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I have a Galactic card deck. I don't know. Anyway, apparently I do. So, you do. So, this is the Kyle Gray deck, and it's called Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. Oh my God, look who's in. Look who this is.
As above, so below, so within, as without. Connections to heaven and earth through the stargate of your heart. And,
oh my God, I honestly did not even know that was there.
And galactically, stargates are portals in and out of different dimensions.
Yes.
And how we're able to move in through those dimensions. So
I'm sorry, I freaking love this.
I love
this
it.
This is like, you can't make
this
this
is
shit
such
up.
a neat thing. Oh, let's see.
Okay.
I'm so excited. So collective card.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh, there's a few here.
Oh.
Okay. Soul Star activation. Fulfilling soul contract. Holy fuck.
Read the last line. Remembering who you are. Oh my God, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. I mean, remembering who you are. How many times have we said that in this podcast? Okay, this is a confirmation.
This is life on this level.
This is how
fucking love it.
synchronicity speak to both of us, actually, just confirming exactly what we've been talking about, and this is a validation.
Do you want to see if we can put it on the, like, closer?
Let's
Just
see.
to show, like, people who. Yeah. You see that? Yeah, right there. Remembering who you are. That's so cool.
Wow. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
so
gosh. Well, let's
freaking
see the other
hilarious.
ones.
Okay,
came
let's
out too.
keep going.
All
The
right.
second one, Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I feel
And
like
and you know what I feel like this
imagery.
is? Look at the energy coming
That's
down from up here,
And the
channeling
gold,
through.
Gold, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's high frequency coming down.
Yeah.
It feels like kind of like we've been talking about.
The Holy Grail has been a mystery for thousands of years. There you go. Were we not just talking about?
Part of our history.
Many believe that is a cup that Jesus drank from the Last Supper, which I'm sorry, but just FYI, we're filming this like right after Easter Monday, like Easter Sunday.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was kind of interesting. And it's described as a stone, dish, or cauldron. The energy of this card is strongly related to physical space. Spiritual space in England, where a sacred garden where many go to connect to the great goddess and discover the mysteries within. As a gateway,
Yes.
the Holy Grail is a cup of our heart, which we can allow to be filled by source light, so we can be overflowing with the divine love.
And last but not least.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how to say this name.
Oh,
I'll let you read that.
let's see. Order of Melchizedek.
Okay.
Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up.
Mission uncovered.
And look at your shirt and look at what's coming in.
Oh,
wow. Look at that. The prism.
The
rainbow prism. Oh my God. See? Hold that up here.
I'm just
so
going to
you
see
can
what
see
it
that
says
card.
here.
That's a beautiful card. Again, that energy that's coming down, it has such a galactic feeling. And look at that violet as well. Oh, I love it. Beautiful.
So he is the ancient gatekeeper of the light, who is dedicated to helping all those walking on the spiritual path to take the initiatory steps to align with the light.
Wow.
So you can call on him if you're wanting to take on, if you're wanting help to walk the path of your light. And it's so beautiful.
But I am still stunned by this
I know,
one.
that was
that was the first one. I mean,
and look at the star.
yeah, the star, and oh my gosh, like you cannot get more.
Oh my gosh. So the order of
Melchizedek.
Thank you. Was which was mentioned by Jesus in the New Testament. I mean, Jesus again. We just had Easter. Is a divine order of very high frequency light beings, angels and masters who are working together as an energetic force dedicated to lighting up and outshining all the darkness and bringing greater balance of masculine and feminine energies to the earth. Have we not just talked in a different episode about balancing masculine and feminine?
Exactly.
Amazing. Its members include Jesus Christ, Archangel Michael, Archaea Faith, and Mother Mary. By connecting with these cosmic beings, we give permission for our energy to be upgraded by the light and to light, so that we can become an even greater vessel of purpose for this world. So beautiful. This is it. It's like, don't fear the darkness. Okay, there's light. They're working on it. You can call on them to protect you or help you or guide your way. The Holy Grail, again, light.
And
guide your way. Your heart centered. And then remember who you are.
Beautiful. Love it.
I mean, thank you
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
Galactics.
awesome.
You can't end on a better note than
Thank
that.
you so much. That was a really beautiful way to end
Yes.
our podcast today.
Yay.
We hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for coming along for this beautiful ride. And we're going to just say thank you. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your stories.
We would love to hear your stories, inputs, suggestions, your thoughts, and yeah. For now,
what is it? Live long and prosper.
What is how does it yeah. Live long and prosper. Yeah. I gotta pull out those old Star Trek and Star Wars movies again. I know. I love it. Anyways, bye. Thank you.